My name's Judith Lewis. I'm 44 and I live in South Wales. I originally found the retreat on the internet in 2006. I wasn't physically very well and was looking for ways to be as well as I could possibly be. And I saw the detox program and the yoga and thought that would be a perfect holiday. And I've come back again this year because I had such a wonderful time, wonderful healing time. I got a very cheap flight from Cardiff Airport, so that leg of the journey was easy. And then the flight's very short. We arrived and took a taxi to the Collection Hotel, which is very nice. There's a swimming pool that we have use of all day and they store the luggage for us. If we'd wanted to go off and explore, we could have, but most of us decided to stay around the pool and start our chilling out process. And then we were collected at about 3 in the afternoon and arrived here in time for supper. The first time I was very nervous. I was about to be with people I'd never met before, doing things I'd never done before. But that dissipated really quickly because it's such a warm atmosphere. And this time I expected it to be as wonderful as it is. One of the things we've all been saying all week is that it feels such an incredibly safe environment, so that whatever we're going through, this is the place to be dealing with it. Whether that's physical reactions to the detox process, or whether it's some sort of baggage that we brought with us that we feel we need to deal with. It's a wonderful environment, it's a very loving, very supportive environment. I'm going back with a much clearer head, so decisions that I need to make about the way I live my life will be easier to make. And the changes that I need to make in my diet, I think they'll be easier because I've shared ideas with people and picked up tips for recipes and places where I can buy certain ingredients and things that, a really simple example would be one of my meals that I will fall back on because I absolutely love it, but I know it actually isn't all that good for me, is pesto with cream and pasta. And for lunch today we had a variation on that with pesto and a cream made from oats and wheat-free pasta, and it was absolutely delicious. When I looked on the internet for this holiday the first time and I saw that there was no wheat, no dairy, no meat, no sugar, no alcohol, I did think, well, what will we eat? And I didn't believe it when I read that there'd be no sense of deprivation, but it is absolutely true. Every meal's a real treat. There's no compulsion to do any of the activities. Absolutely everything is open to choice. Even down to the yoga classes. If you wake up early enough and you want to join in, that's great. But if you don't, that's absolutely fine. There's a lot on offer, and if you chose to be involved in everything, you'd be very busy all week. But there's absolutely no sense that you have to. You dip into what suits you, when it suits you. I was very lazy today. I wandered into town with the others to have a look around Orgiva and shop in the market. Sat outside the juice bar and had some gorgeous freshly squeezed juices, but then I took a lift back instead of walking and I lay by the pool most of the afternoon. I also had an absolutely wonderful reflexology treatment with Benita, and that was absolutely lovely. But it was a lazy day for me. I really wanted to go horse riding, but I've been trying to stay out of the midday heat, and so I sacrificed that one. The yoga is wonderful. It's particularly good. I mean, I've done a number of yoga classes over the years. It's yoga that finds you wherever you are and stretches you. So it's completely accessible for everyone at whatever level, and it's gentle, but you very quickly start to feel the benefits. I was walking into town today, and I was walking in with Pamela, who is in her 70s and who is a real kindred spirit for me. And we were talking about a personal problem that I have in my life at the moment. And she wasn't even talking specifically about my problem. She was talking about her experiences in general. and she said something which was a real epiphany for me, and I suddenly had a real clarity of thought about how I need to deal with things when I get back home. I knew I'd have a wonderful time, I knew I'd enjoy myself and I'd meet some incredible people. I felt very, very good today, enjoying the sunshine and enjoying the company, and a little bit sad about the idea that we have to go home soon.